The piece Yo Cuz addresses the beginning of World War I and one of the most interesting events I know of in 20th century finance. So World War I was started because a Serbian terrorist assassinated the Archduke Francis Ferdinand of Austria. And because of various treaties, this meant that Russia and Germany were now enemies. Uh, as the title would hint at, Yo Cuz, the leaders of Russia and Germany were actually first cousins, namely Tsar Nicholas and Kaiser Wilhelm. In a series of wires between the two leaders, on the days leading up to World War I, really spoke to the consequences and ramifications of this war that they were they were about to embark on. And now I've translated those wires into a modern day iPhone conversation between the two leaders that starts with Yo Cuz. In this conversation, I address some of the issues and the events leading up to World War I, like the assassination of Archduke Francis Ferdinand. So why would this piece be relevant to a financial show? Well, one of the consequences of World War I beginning was the closure of most exchanges globally. So you couldn't trade stocks in most countries globally. And so, for example, the New York Stock Exchange was closed for 4 months. And so one of the questions the piece addresses is how would a modern day derivatives trader react to that news? And so they're sitting late July and they hear rumors that the New York Stock Exchange is closing. What will they do if they had a book full of products? Or what will they do with the derivatives that are currently that are available to trade currently, knowing about this exchange closure? The next part of the piece really addresses or analogizes the beginning of World War I to how financial crashes often happen. So in World War I, there was an event, the assassination of Archduke Francis Ferdinand, and because of the interconnectedness of these various players, it brought the entire world into this war. Now, with a crash, it often is similar. So you have an event like Lehman Brothers failing, and because of the interconnectedness of various market participants, other players begin to falter as well, and leading the entire kind of world into a financial a crisis like we saw in 2008. Thank you. Hopefully this was helpful.